everyone, it's Kelly here from Creative Memories Home Office. Today I'm going to decorate my page with a border created with the Spring Leaf Border Maker cartridge and the Baroque Frame Punch. So let me get started with that. So first of all, I'm going to pop my page out of the way. Going to use the Border Maker system. Flip the tray out there. Pop my paper in. Fold the tray away. Now I'm going to use the punch to punch the border. I want 2 of these. So I just move the tray out again and reposition the cardstock. Now I'm making sure that I meet up my Border Maker system with the guide, and I'm using the notches on the front to line up the housing with the cartridge. Alright, so I don't need that anymore. I'll pop that out of the way. Get rid of my scraps. Now I have my 2 borders, and what I want to do with these is I want to cut them in half. So I'll just fold those over to figure out where the half measurement is. Cut that one in half, fold that, and also cut this one in half. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to face the leaf shapes in towards each other when I finalize my border. So I have those ready to go there. Now what I need is some stripy paper, and I want to trim this with the wavy blade in the trimmer. So it's quite easy to change the blades in the trimmer. So I'm swapping this for the wavy blade, from the straight blade to the wavy blade. And I'm going to trim, so I have a straight edge here that I need to trim into a wavy edge. So I'm just going to trim a little piece off the side here. Press nice and firmly. That's some scrap that I can use later on. And then I want to trim this at 1 inch wide. So I'm meeting up the edge of the wavy border there with the 1 inch mark on this side of the guide. Press firmly and come all the way down. So there I have the wavy portion of my border. I'm going to use the repositionable tape runner to adhere this together. So to do so, what I'm going to do is run some repositionable tape runner along the one side each of these borders here. And then when I adhere it down, I can come along like so and stick my border on top. I'm going to line it up with the holes so that I can see the line of holes there on my border. And then when I come to this side, I can line that up like so. That's one side. And then I'll do the other. And the other side. All right, so I have that section of my border made there. So now I'm going to adhere that to my page at the top here. It's a nice wide border. to adhere to the top of my page there. And now I'm going to punch a Baroque punch to slide in under this piece of paper here and this piece of paper here at the bottom edge. I'm going to punch that with the Aqua cardstock. And what is great about the frame punches is that they have some alignment marks on the front and on the inside of the tool here, so that you can, when you slide in your cardstock inside, you line it up with that marking, and then as you push it along you can line it up with the design on the side of the punch. All of this paper that I'm using and the cardstock are from the National Scrapbook Day kit. So now what I can do, now that I have that border punched, I'm going to spin it around. I'm going to punch the other side so that I can trim each off with the trimmer to be efficient. Just do all my punching first and then my trimming. Keep working your way along there, lining up the design with the guidelines, the guides on the sides of the punch, like so. All right, now I'm ready to move all my scraps out the way. So back to my trimmer, I have my wavy blade in here, so I'm taking that out. So wrong way around. And I'm going to pop my straight blade in there. Make sure that the cartridge closes nicely. And then I just want to trim these off at about 1.5 inches. So I've lined that up with the 1/2 inch mark there. That's going to go nicely on my page. Spin that around, do the other side. And now I can pop some adhesive on. Repositionable tape runner works beautifully on anything with an intricate design because you can run straight over the gaps and holes on the punch design without any adhesive showing. And then I can slide that in under there. Same with this side. Slide that under. Like so, and adhere that down. And there you have a border created with the Spring Leaf Border Maker cartridge and the Baroque Frame Punch.